There we go.
Hey, I'm looking. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. This is my first time.
Don't be, bro. Don't be. Here, back up a little bit if you can. There you go.
I'm good. Okay.
You straight there, my boy. Okay. Yes, sir. What it do? How we doing?
Hey, I'm great. I'm beautiful, man. I'm fasting. You know, this is my fourth day right now. Yeah, I'm fasting. It's my fourth day right now. Just loving life. You know what I'm saying? Living in my purpose. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know what you been on? What you been on?
Boy, I've been working today. Like, so I'll give you a whole like schedule of what has happened so far. Because majority of my weeks I'll have stuff planned out, right? But if stuff falls through or other things more important pop up, low-key, I gotta rearrange a lot of that, you know? Okay. So today, I wake up at 5 a.m.
Okay.
That's just now. It was really hard to wake up like in the summer just because I was, I usually relax a little bit more, rest in, just like almost like restart. Okay. But then when I get back into the routine of things, I'm like, all right, if I wake up at 8, I leave the house by 9. I'm low-key like groggy. Feels like I don't get enough work done because I get back around like 5, 6, and I just want to lay around. It's like I low-key feel like I need more time. So I was like, you know what? I gotta wake up earlier, but I had to be smart about it. So I wake up at 5. I usually just walk or go straight to the gym. I run a little bit, lift, come back home, and when it hits 9 o'clock, then I start my work. Right? So when 9 o'clock hits, usually I'm refreshed. I finally got, I kind of already know what I'm about to do for the day. My regimen right now, I spend like an hour and a half on my podcast. So that's like the clips, scheduling them. The next hour, I just get like a regular post for my main page. And the next one after that is my like videography page. I just look through like old stuff to see if I can just throw it up there or just try to find different ways to kind of market myself. I think I have a better way of doing that now. I got to talk more like this. I got to do more of the videos where it's like, hi, my name's Naj. If you guys want grab pics, this is what we're going to do, blah, 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 and kind of just like put my face up there, So it's like a more personable page. People know who I am. They'll see more of my work. They can see that I'm not some robot or just some, Oh, you good.
All right, I'm back. Is
that little sis?
No, that was my nephew. My nephew just came in.
Oh, got you. My fault.
You keep going.
Yeah, bro. It's like, so that's usually how half of my day goes. After that, it's like if I have meetings, if I have shoots, if I just got like Bible study or D group is like this, like another men's group in the church, or just activities with friends. That's all kind of like further in the evening. When I get back home, I'll probably watch a movie or a TV show that I've been wanting to, and then I'll get right back to editing until I go to sleep. So that's just like,
that's a beautiful routine right there,
And it's a routine now. Yeah. It was hard to get into it. So that's
waking up early, everybody can't do that. You know what I'm saying? That's not normal. You know what I'm saying? Waking up at 5 o'clock. I try my hardest to wake up at 4. If I don't, it's okay. It's okay. If I can't wake up at 4 o'clock, it is okay. My routine, I'm still in school. You know what I'm saying? Okay. I'm gonna graduate, so that's gonna be out the way. But
how old are you, bro?
I'm 19.
Hey, you're young, bro. That's tough.
I know.
That's good though. I'm young too. But like 24.
Okay, you most definitely young. I feel like the youngest, like, is 19 through 30. I feel like hold on.
I know what you're saying.
You're gonna be old when you like 50. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 60. Even 60 is not old, because if you really believe in the Bible, they was like 700 years old. So it's like, come on, bro, we young. Everybody's young. But yeah, going back, my routine is like waking up like 6 a.m. Praying, meditating, making a list on how my day can go. You got to make a list. You got to make a list. You know, I try to gain some wisdom before I leave out the door. You know, of course, take a shower. You know, hygiene. You got to have the hygiene. You know, other than that, like today, went to school. I didn't really plan nothing today. You know what I'm saying? When I'm fasting, I try to plan, but God told me just flow like a river. You know what I'm saying? Allow everything to unfold. So like, I didn't know you was really gonna like text me. You know what I'm saying? Actually do this. I didn't know I was gonna be on here. You know, I know you're a genuine person. I know you is, but you know that's just my mindset. You know, when I
totally understand that do make sense.
You know, so when I seen you was like, hey, I'm ready, my boy. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be in a party. You know what I'm saying? So it just feels good to be like, you know, I had to build the confidence to be on here. You know, everybody can't be on recording or a platform like this, you know. I was insecure about myself. You know, I felt like I was ugly or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I just felt I didn't have no confidence, you know, but now I got the confidence to, you know, show my face and it feel good. You know, it feel good.
Bro, this is crazy to hear. Just because, like, I would say I was in your position maybe like 2022 coming right out of college, because you already know, like, when you really start talking to a camera, you try and get a certain message out there, it's hard. It is even, see, like this right now is easy to me. We're having a conversation.
Yeah.
But talking to a camera is hard sometimes. Because when you start to catch yourself, like maybe sounding robotic or like Siri a little bit, and not just trying to sound like we sounding right now, you like, I don't want to post that, because then you got to look back at it. Now that's how people see you. Like, So like, I'll even send you the video after this. I literally said, bear with me. I usually don't do this. I'm trying to force myself to get out of my comfort zone. And so like, even starting this, bro, I still do not call myself a podcaster. Okay. This is honestly like, I know it's a podcast format, but
nah, you're a podcaster. You doing podcast?
I may as well, man. I'm still going with the label creative, because with creative you could literally do anything with digital media. I'll just say creative. But starting out, all I did was people that I know and friends that were like close. I was like, can we start this and like just help me out? I just gotta get one out. After that, I'm gonna just keep rolling. Bro, I'm like 30 to 40 episodes in. And podcasts die off at 21. So now this is official. This is it. This is we really in it. You know what I'm saying? We in this now.
I didn't see your story. You got a lot of good people. Yeah. It's a lot of good conversations. I'm ready to see all of them. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm doing, which is like tough, because I gotta put all of it out. Just me, you know. I don't have like a team. It's literally just me. So
you could build a team.
That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm trying to do it smart.
You are in a position where you could build a team. Like to me, I'll be a part of your team. You know, you see how I wanna get into photographer. I wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like the position that you are in, huh?
Easy to hat.
I'm just out of here trusting God. You see what I'm saying? Like you are in the position that I want to be in, so I look up to you. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people can't say that. A lot of people are scared to say they look up to people. I look up to you because you do everything that I want to do, that I want to be. So, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm here. God put me in this position so I could learn from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to learn. I'm going to consume and I'm going to get the game from you. I'm not here for nothing.
That, like, you don't even know what that today as a whole has been absolutely insane. Like, these are one of these days that God is kind of like tossing down blessings, you know, to where you can see the fruits of your labor. You can appreciate him so much more because of the stuff that you've been through. So like, you're so much grateful for him in general. It's like so much stuff has been happening. Something I'll share with you too. 2 things. This exact day last year, this exact day was probably one of the most frustrating days of my entire life. The position that I was in, I knew I was absolutely correct. Okay. But I wasn't trying to be right in the sense of the information I was sharing out on social media to people. What was frustrating was I knew that I was right and I was trying to share something so other people can experience it with me. But because there were like rumors and lies going around on my name, the lies would get to them first. So the lie that was spreading made anything that I said completely invalid.
I feel you, brother. I feel you.
know? And like seeing that from my point of view, I know is a spiritual attack. So I'm trying to figure out in the moment, like, what do I do? Like, do I stay quiet or do I keep going for the people that are actually listening to me that are inspired, you know, that can actually still hear me? Like, what should I do? Surprising enough, I had this hat on. So I was literally just like, yo, if God keeps telling me something, and it's like really hitting my chest, like it's in my gut, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like the Holy Spirit is leading me to do something. I need to do that at all costs, no matter what. Fortunately, something I'll say it in this way. A weapon was definitely formed, but it didn't prosper. You got me?
Yes, sir.
A weapon formed so wildly that bad news spread on my name, but it didn't form because that's the only thing that could happen to me. You know what I'm saying? Look at Kanye. The only bad thing they could really do to him is call him crazy, and it's up to him to react. You get it?
Yeah, I get it.
Now, 365 days later, I got the same hat on. This gym, bro, Athlete Innovations, when we were over there in Houston doing the showcase, literally just got the building today. Today out of all days, bro. Crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy. And I'm talking to you and you telling me you looking up to me.
For real.
Second thing, one of my best friends, his name is Isaiah Breeding. His full name, but his Instagram name is ZB Media. I'll send it to you. We used to work together at the same place I used to always be at, University of Tampa. I left, and there's a lot of valid reasons why I left that I won't talk about right now, but that is one of my dogs, and I always wish to make more projects with him and more videos with him. And at the time, technically, I was his boss, and he would always say that same thing. He was like, Brody, I look up to you so much. And I kept telling him, I appreciate it, but I want you to know I look up to you too. Don't put me on a pedestal because I'm still a student and we can both learn together. And like you texted me, iron sharp as iron, bro. Exactly. We're going up together at the same time. So don't even put me on a pedestal. We both humans. We both child of God. You know what I'm saying? We both on that same way.
Yes, sir.
Never know the path that we're on, but now we're here and we're going to continue to help each other.
100%.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
100%. So what questions do you have for me, dog? I'm gonna give you the sauce.
Hey,
the first one.
Let's start from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? When I first met you, you know, how did you get into photography?
All right. So the funniest part is that I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Okay, baby.
I started off as a music producer. The reason I started off as a music producer is because I played soccer a lot. And so to be just straight up with you, there'd be times where I'd be in the car with my dad, and the type of person that he was back then, he was just very like straightforward, very blunt. He would say whatever was on his mind, even if it maybe wasn't like the nicest thing to say, or maybe it was completely out of pocket, you know, but like now not everybody's perfect. So as a kid, going through that same motion of just like, okay, I got to be in the car for a certain amount of time. I don't want to hear all this stuff because I'm going to be on the field thinking about it and it's going to mess up my game. Just to hear about it more when I get back in the car, like this is going to mess me up and I got to go to sleep on this. You know, I'm like, I need to do something so I can actually lock in and play my own game. So music was that outlet. But I would listen to like, I think it was like Chief Keef, Lil Wayne, Lupe Fiasco at the time, Neo, Usher, like all these different songs. I found an iPod on the ground.
Good names, by the way.
Crazy names. And those are OG names.
Yeah.
There's a lot more. Kanye West for sure. Kanye West for sure. Kanye West. I gotta think of more on the iPad. It was a little iPod that I found, bro. I just found it out of nowhere. It was like 2008. It was on a field somewhere. Picked it up, and I think I just kept it since. It's probably a little later than that, but I just know I knew I found an iPod and I kept it. And that low-key saved my mental health. So I played the music. but I didn't know at the time how to like add more stuff to it, you know, because iTunes was a thing where you couldn't uh like you had to actually go on iTunes and like buy the songs, you know, back then. So I was like, you know what? I like how certain beats sound. What if I could make a beat longer, or I could change certain instruments in the beat to make me feel a certain type of way, to make me get amped up more? I like how this sounds. I like how it almost like sounds like a punch, like the 808. I like these hi-hats. I wish I could change that a little bit. And like just the amount of times that I listen to music, I never really understood that I was kind of connecting with exactly how the instrumental and like the vocals are made, like all that. I listened to it so much that those details, like the attention to detail, helped me on the field and also helped me when I played instruments. I played the drums and the piano. Bro, those are the two core instruments that you need to know if you're a music producer or just a musician in general. Once you know those two, the basics of that, everything else will start to come easier. Crazy part, learning those helped me with music production. Learning music production, jump over to college, helped me learn graphic design. So like the softwares, they're not similar, but because I understood like FL Studio. Have you heard that before?
Yeah.
FL Studio, right? It's like the psychology behind it and just how like the software itself is built. Graphic design came so easy. I understood like how to layer stuff. I understood you gotta just like almost like the dynamics of the programming. I understood it. So it came so easy. So in my free time, I taught myself that. So I could use it for YouTube thumbnails for my music. And so I did that. I taught myself how to make logos. After that, my freshman year teacher at the University of Tampa was the assistant basketball coach for the women's basketball team, right? And we had this presentation where it was like, okay, you got to do a presentation about your major and like what you're going to use it for after college. So at the time, I was like, oh, I'm a music producer and I do graphic design and I make all these different thumbnails and I make all these different beats, send them out to artists like Tory Lanez, Young Thug, Roddy Waka Flocka, Migos, like all these different names. And she was like, oh, you do graphic design? Like we got students in the athletic department that like do this. Like we kind of need more of them. Would you want to get a work study? Oh, bet, for sure. So go ahead, pop over. At the time, I wasn't big on understanding like sports graphics, I guess, and just how like things have to look necessarily to be like a sports aesthetic. But I picked it up in like a week. And the boss, his name's Tom Colby, pretty cool dude. But Tom Colby, his like reaction, he was like, "This is your second graphic, and you already know exactly what we want. Like you're good." Like, you know? So I was just like, "Oh, this is easy. Like I just could wait around until they tell me to make a graphic." Boom. So there's a guy named Christian Wins. He was the videographer contact at the time. And I think he might have been the only like videographer around. But he made more money outside of the building and doing freelance. So he usually wasn't there. And so they were like, oh, we kind of need more people to do video. Would you like to do so? Absolutely. That's the first time I picked up a camera, bro. That's the first time I picked up a camera. It was freshman year, 2019. Very first time, October. And I remember when I was learning the camera, I was like, hold up. I've always wanted to make movies. And like, let me see how like far I could go with this. Let me see how easy this really is. You know, let me see what they really hitting on with this camera stuff, you know? Little do I know, bro. At first, learning the camera was easy. Holding it and trying to find like the different shots during sports was very hard, bro. Because obviously, you knowing movies or knowing like sports documentaries and stuff like that, you know how the camera moves. And so when you think of like games like 2K and stuff like that, you know the same way on live television, the camera operator is like moving the cameras the same way in 2K. So you're like, oh, I've seen it enough. I could do it. Boy, it is so hard because
I feel you.
It's so hard at first. But of course, like repetition and consistency, it becomes second nature. And also understanding the game. My game that I really love recording and I still do is basketball. And I'm from the DMV, so I'm from Maryland, PG County. Hella ballers come out there. So I watched basketball a lot growing up because my younger brother played, he still plays, but I played myself. But also just being on the court, knowing the game, watching the game so much, and then also watching the team that I was recording. When you know them personally, you kind of start to understand how they move. So like, you got a favorite football team?
Not no more. It used to be the Giants. It used to be the Giants.
All right. So let's just say you were watching the Giants, and Victor Cruz. We'll just use him as an example.
Yeah, that was my favorite player.
Favorite player, Victor Cruz.
Yeah.
So you would know how he moves out of so many different people because you watch him closely, right? So if you were recording him, you would know his movements low key before he actually does them. So it would be so much easier for you, and you'd have an advantage recording him than other people who don't understand the game. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So like what I do in my free time, I honestly just be around everything that I want to be in. So movies, surprising enough, and I'm gonna sound like a lunatic saying this. Now I'm gonna sound like a lunatic. In the future, they're gonna look back and be like, dang, he really put the time in. I will watch at least one movie a week. At least.
Okay.
The most, I will watch 7 movies in a week, dog. I'll be on top of it. And the thing was, I'm not just watching it to watch it and be entertained. I'm looking at every single component that I also put into my work. The lighting, the lenses, the camera, the grading. Like, bro, the list goes on to where I'm paying attention to it. You know what I'm saying? I know one day I want to be in the director chair. I have to understand everything that goes on with the camera, the lighting, the crew, to make like everything, the story, everything. And now it's becoming so much easier because I have put the time in. But people that don't understand that, they will look at me and be like, bro, you just watched the movie yesterday and the day before. Why are you watching one today? Like, you know, it's just like, but this is work. This is work to me. This is now why so many things are easier. You know, and now I don't have to watch movies as much because I'm trying to make them. I'm out working, I'm getting paid for it. And so many things are second nature that I'm not thinking of it. Or people are like, bro, how the heck did you just do that? I don't know. I've done it like 100 times. You know, so it's like repetition, consistency. And whatchamacallit? So after I picked up the camera, bro, craziest story was it's probably gonna be a crazy story to my kids, but the volleyball team, still love them to this day. At the time they had like 2,000 followers, right? And so my boy that was my boss at the time, I told him like, yo, like Instagram is kind of changing right now. They got these Instagram reels, and you know, I know vertical video is not like a biggest thing right now, but like we should try it because it's just easier, you know. I don't know. It just seems like the newest trend. Like, no, we're not gonna do that. It's kind of too hard on platform. I'm like, hold on, bro. Like, if we're the first to like do this, a lot of stuff could happen. Like a lot of good stuff could happen. So we started making reels, and like the first couple didn't really hit like that. But of course, reels is new, and everyone's starting to get views. One of them pops off. 175 million views, bro. Pops off. Changes the history of the department, the program, the team, the page.
I bet.
Everything. So now everyone's like, what's up, Nas? How you doing, Nas? What's good, Nas? How's life? Oh, the media king. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything different, though. I've been doing the same thing. There's nothing that has changed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing, honestly, just my job. That's it. It wasn't nothing special to it. It wasn't no trick. It wasn't no sauce. It was no spice. Nothing. It was people. Oh, there's a trend, bro. We gotta do this now. Boom, popped off, worked. And so I was like, oh shoot, I might be good at this stuff. So I keep doing research and I keep, you know what I'm saying? It's still consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the same thing. So it was odd just to watch how people treated me different. The other teams on campus now want videos. You know, everyone is asking for stuff. So I just went from graphic designer to videographer. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And so we started to add more photographers on. There's a lot of photographers, a couple of videographers. There's like a whole media group that came and joined. They're called Maverick Media. Shout out to them. Maverick Media Group. So the department was growing fast. And the newest thing as a whole was just like a lot of people now were working for the school. A lot of people wanted to shoot volleyball because they had the most views, you know, most engagement. So it was one of the best chances for anyone to shoot for them. They would get more followers and attention to their page, you know. But technically I had like seniority, you know, just because I've been there longer, I put in the work for them. But the best part is kind of like a side note. The best part about that was honestly just learning the players, because the more that I got to learn the players outside of the court, it was so much more fun for me and engaging for me when the games would go on, because I'd already be so used to knowing what I'm shooting, where I'm going, and knowing how they play that it's honestly just fun at that point. My work is now fun because I know the players, you know, personally. So I know most of the people that are in departments, most of the people that go to games, most of the people that do freelance, they may not know the players personally, the teams that they shoot. And it might just kind of feel awkward, you know, or like you don't get as good shots or shots with real emotion in it, you know. But when you know them, you know what to find, what means most to them and what means most to the people that are watching them. And so just paying attention to that more helped me continue to find like my niche and to find more what I like. So since then, I was 20. I think blew up for like a couple years after. I don't even remember the year, honestly. It's I don't remember the exact year that they blew up. But I think it's definitely I was still in school. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because my boy was still working for him. I remember now. But since then, it was honestly all hand in hand. It was music, it was graphics, it was videography, and photography, low key, bro, was harder for me to learn. Only because in sports, you have to have certain settings to catch like an actual frozen picture. And of course, like when the time comes, I'm telling you everything. I'm telling you all the, you know what I'm saying? Any questions you got, I got you. But learning the exact settings for like outdoor, which ones are the best? You get the cleanest pick with no grain and it's super sharp, or like the no glare in it. Like make sure that the sun is not coming into the lens so that it's flushing out the colors of the photo, or a certain sport that moves hella fast. So you have to catch it in a certain time, you know, or it's just gonna look like a weird photo. Like all that stuff was like harder to learn because you really gotta wait. You know, like you really gotta be on your P's and Q's. So photography is just as hard as videography, you know. Videography is slightly more in demand in some areas, but videography is just as important, just as important. So that's how I learned all of it, bro. I mean, after that, after kind of having the opportunity to kind of learn all the camera stuff and just learn how stuff works, outside of that, outside of the school, outside of that job, I would try everything. I did a wedding. I I'm doing like headshots, grad photos, events, concerts. Like I'm just doing it all. And at first I still wasn't the best, but just learning different things and how everything works with like the same camera, or just like bro, everything is a lesson. So to get better at it, you kind of got to be willing to fail and willing just to mess up to know what not to do and how to get better so you literally won't mess up anymore. You know?
Yes,
So,
sir.
that's got into it.
Yeah, like you say, stay consistent, stay disciplined, stay down. You know, beautiful story, by the way, beautiful story. For my second question, what made you not give up? Like, did you have some things you wanted to give up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear it. Talk to me.
Boy.
Boy.
I'm finna faint. So I will be blunt and honest, dog. There's only one time where I came super close to just giving up at life. Like, super close, bro. And it was literally when my high school women's basketball team won a crazy game off like a buzzer beater. And I literally to this day do not know what convinced me to do this. But I just know the mindset that I had at the time. And so obviously in hindsight, I realized why certain parties didn't understand why I was even thinking this way. I was on a back road going back to my house, and it was a 45 miles per hour road. It's like super windy. And bro, I kid you not, just off rip, I'm just driving, I'm chilling, music bumping, and like it wasn't like a voice or anything. It was just my own thought. I was like, you won't floor it right now. And in my head, I kid you not. And I'm kind of like mad at myself for thinking this, but I understood where my mindset was just because life was like rough. And on the surface, life doesn't look rough. But when you feel as if you're in a box and your voice doesn't matter and you're dealing with depression and words can't really hit you like that, bro, or you be in rooms or with teammates and you just feel alone, it's like it's a very rough thing to explain, you know, when people aren't going through it. But the next thought that hit my head, it don't matter if I crash, who's gonna care? Literally said 109 on a 45. And what was crazy, I was driving like well, you know, like I was cooling, which was so weird. But the thing was, it was coming back down. It hit like around 80. The car itself, like the wheel, like cars now, when you get close to stuff, it does like a little brake shake. There's nothing close to me at all. There's no cars on the road. No one, like nothing is close. It does it. So I'm like, what? Like there's literally nothing here. Car spins. I'm drifting. 80 miles an hour. Bro, I'm about to let me see something. And this is the car, right? And the car is headed towards you. The car literally said, gliding, right? And that was the first time I was really like, oh, this is it. And like I'm really just literally just gliding across the road. But the car shoots into the side of like the side where it's like a lot of woods areas, a lot of trees and whatnot. And just the fact that I missed every possible tree there, knowing that I could have been impaled, the car could have been damaged, I could have been so much, you know, worse off, pretty much. I got out and I'm really thinking, like, all I knew in my head was like, God save me. Like, I just knew it. Like, there's some things that you cannot explain, but it was so obvious to me. It was like, God said, it's not your time. And basically, stop being stupid. Like, that's just what was hitting me. So I'm sitting in the car, like, there's no other explanation. You know, like, there's really no explanation. I left without a scratch. I was flying. 109 or 45. Just the fact that I really sat in the car and I was like, okay, I got to figure out how to not feel like this anymore. You know, and like just the emotions that I was going through, bro, felt so numb and stale. And I just felt like life was on what's like the going through the motions. I feel like I'm going through the motions of stuff that I didn't want to go through, and it felt like way too long. I was like, I gotta do this for like 3-4 years. I gotta wake up and feel like I'm not important to everybody that's around me. I gotta talk and know that whatever I say or explain how I feel is gonna be thrown back in my face. And the louder I scream, the more consequences come with it. It's like this can't be life. This can't be how life is to where I get a job and just be at a 9 to 5 and just rot away for the rest of my life and be upset. And, you know, like when is my break? When is my win? You know what I'm saying? And like things that I'm winning at life, I still gotta deal with repercussions or just in general BS after the win, so it don't feel like a win at all. And I'm just like, yo, like this is not real life. And from going to church at the time in general, I'm literally like, I know not to cuss God out or know not to curse God because of Job in the Bible. So I was like, I myself am not even gonna try to do that. But I want to know why I feel like this. I want to know, like, this can't just be life itself. Because for the longest time, I felt like that since I was like 6, bro. And like, I literally have a picture of myself as a little kid going like this. I was 6 years old. Since that moment, for some reason, everything just been off. Crazy. So getting out the car, my parents pull up, and my dad just starts yelling at me, dog. And in my head, I'm like, he doesn't even understand. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. I was like, he just doesn't understand. It's like I'm kind of just watching him react. It's like I can't tell if he's mad because he loves me. I can't tell if he's just mad in general. He did try to embarrass me. He posted it on Twitter. Like he took a picture and posted it on Twitter. But all is forgiven. And just like at the time itself, I took so many notes of a lot of things. I was like, one, mental health is not taken seriously. Mental health across the board amongst athletes is not taken seriously. So either I have to do something about it or somebody else does. It doesn't look like anybody else is doing anything about it. So I got to figure out why this isn't talked about so much. One. Two, I'm like, okay, I basically almost was out of here. He's not even happy that I'm back. Like, I'm like, hold on. Even if he didn't mean it in that way, that's how I took it. And I'm glad I took it that way because look where I'm at now. So I was like, okay, he's not going to be satisfied with a lot of or anything that I'm doing. I can't let anybody else in general dictate anything in my life off of an opinion or off of how they feel about me, And so that it literally started from right there. I was like, I need to change my attitude. I need to change my perspective. I need to change how I think because all these thoughts that are in my head right now, for either from past memories, trauma, things that are said to me, are hurting me so bad that I don't want to be here anymore. And I can't hear the positives. I can't hear people tell me that they love me. I can't feel that. Like I was really depressed, like going through it, trying to tell other people, like, yo, I don't feel myself. And you know how Black people kind of are. You better depress them dishes. You better, you ain't really sad. That's all this stuff. That's people in the asylum. I'm like, bro, like my head is spinning right now. Just like all these different things that you don't really know how to explain or say. Because at the time, I'm just a kid. You don't really know what you're talking about. You're not really stressed. But like in hindsight, bro, I really was. I had all the symptoms, the physical, mental symptoms you could possibly think of. And like they were all there. And I'm trying to think of the original question. What was the original question? I'm trying to bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back.
The question was, what made you give up? Like, what made you?
Oh, yeah, okay, good. Did I ever give up? So boom, that was the only time, bro. Literally since then, I was like, I'm not staying in this box anymore. It felt like a box. Life felt like a box. That's why, and I'm gonna send you another link. 2018, in my senior speech, the first words were, imagine yourself in a box. It's like a small dark box. Like nothing can escape except your thoughts and ideas, your monsters you create can escape to nowhere except for the room that you're trapped in. And ironically, that box could be your brain. So for me, all my imaginations, all my dreams, hopes, literally just like right here. And knowing that like things that have happened to me, things that people have done to me, the memories of it was also here too. And so music obviously was an outlet. So that was the only thing that I had at the time in high school. I mean, soccer as well, but oh wait, hold on. I think it paused. You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Bad. So, soccer and music was like the outlet. Soccer wasn't so much of an outlet because I was a bigger soccer player. So what came with that was so many different stereotypes, opinions, like all these different things that I can't just beat. I couldn't beat them. So it was like, I just want to play soccer and enjoy it because I'm good at it. And this is all that I know. But I can't play it because the coaches think I'm too big and they put so much more expectations on me, or they think I'm lazy because I can't run as long as all these other skinny kids that actually don't have asthma, all these different things, bro. I had knee problems. I literally stopped playing soccer because I had an injury that can't be reversed. And so just like, I technically had every reason to give up.
Not to cut you off, but what is the injury?
Oh, so my the cartilage under my patella like breaks overuse injury.
What they say?
So I had to the best way to describe it, the more that I run, the cartilage, like cartilage in your nose.
I'm being honest, I don't know what that is.
Okay. So see like the joints that we got in our bones and stuff, you know how we can bend them? There's like cartilage under certain bones so that like we can move a lot more flexible and whatnot, right? That piece of thin, I guess it's tissue under my patella, like the kneecap, the more I would run, the more it would break. So I had to get surgery. The decision was I had to get surgery on both of my knees, and then I could go back to soccer after I do rehab. But there was a high chance that my hips could get messed up, or I do one knee rehab, other knee rehab, back to soccer. So I got one knee done, rehab. I went back and got injured again. So I was like, man, this like I don't know. I was like, man, this is too much. Like I'm going through so much mentally. This is way too much right now. I cannot imagine what I gotta go through in college soccer. You know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I'm on my last leg. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I got injured. Went through the rehab. It was like 8-9 months. And so I was like, I'm not doing this again. I can't go through another almost year period from an injury. But also I couldn't do it again. Your cartilage can't regrow in your knees after, like it's over with. So I was like, you know what? I gotta put all this energy into something else that I love. And that was like my moment to basically just break free. And so in the senior speech that I had, I was basically trying to tell people that suicide is not the answer. And people will laugh in your face when you try to tell them when you're going through stuff. And I said that from the perspective of, being a Black man in America. It is very like tough, rough. As a Black man, like we don't really have the best support groups or outlets to just like be frustrated just like everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So it's obviously we get profiled a lot quicker and we get labeled a lot quicker. It's dangerous, aggressive, like all those different things. And so I was like, I'm gonna just keep doing music because this is therapeutic. And if I can keep making music and help other people that are also going through this same thing, knowing how big music therapy is and just music is as a whole, I was like, bro, like I'm gonna feel like I did something in my life. And now I'm here to where I'm doing almost a lot of creative things, to where I'm helping so many different people, and that's only by the grace of God, honestly. So since that moment, that was like my biggest pivotal moment in life. That was the only time that I came like super close to giving up. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing else compared.
Everything happened for a reason for you. Everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that you could self-reflect. You could go into the past and take pieces and be like, okay, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm in this position.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. I'm trying to see it. Oh, I was most definitely depressed. You know what I'm saying? Last year I went through a tragic event. You know what I'm saying? Nobody understand what I was actually going through. You know what I'm saying? They were just basically thinking what they wanted to think, not actually coming to me, you know what I'm saying, and just tarnishing me, like tarnishing my name, tarnishing my image. Like, that's not okay. You got to come and communicate to the person who actually is going through it.
They already got their minds made up.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I'm trying to think of another question. Let me see. Ask me a question.
So you in school right now, right?
Yeah.
So you're 19. You're in high school or college?
College. I dropped out.
Yeah. Oh, got you. And so you're originally from Houston?
I'm from Seattle. I'm from Seattle, Washington, but I moved to Dallas. You know.
Okay.
The reason why I went to the Houston trip was for my brothers. You know. So I was recording for them, and then I was seeing all of y'all. I was like, this is what I actually want to do. So I'm finna network. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna just come here and support my brother, and I'm not finna do nothing for myself. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's why I lived in Dallas for 15 years, 17. I don't know. I'm 19, so like 15 years. You know, Dallas is beautiful. It's fun. You know, but I want to move. I really want to move. You know what I'm saying? Out the country for real. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm tapped in spiritually. I want to be with the motherland. I want to go to Africa. You know what I'm saying?
You should go back home.
You know what I'm saying? But
any specific part, like any specific country?
I'm gonna keep doing my research. You know, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Anything. You know what I'm saying? I want to be with land, grass, all of that. You know, United States got stuff like that, but it's like, you know, I want to go outside the country. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I'm gonna be praying for that too, because I feel like you're gonna get there, and by the time you get there, the way that God is gonna like build you up and equip you in general, you probably gonna be doing some crazy stuff over there in Africa.
I try to do everything. I want to learn everything. Like, especially for me, I learn religion. You know what I'm saying? I tap into different religions. I'm Christian. I'm a Christian first of all. You know what I'm saying? I believe that everybody should be a Christian, but you know, you got to realize that it's other religions for a reason. You know what I'm saying? You can't just tarnish everybody. You know what I'm saying? If you genuinely love God, we got to love everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I tap into every religion got wisdom. Every religion has knowledge you could gain from, you know what I'm saying? But Christianity is the true religion. That's why I will always say it's the true religion. But I'm trying to see, because this is a deep thing. I'm glad I can even speak about this. A lot of people not gonna understand what I'm saying. We gotta genuinely love everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, big. That's like I was trying to I wasn't even trying to say it. I think it hit me extra hard because it made me realize that just like, okay, I'm gonna say something, you gonna understand it. I know a lot of people probably won't understand it. But the more that the enemy, the devil, Satan, can take away your perception of love, the more you're not going to want to do it. And so the more you start to understand what love actually is, obviously the better you're going to give it out. And the more like spiritually attacked you're probably going to be, because it's all like the phrase that I was telling everyone last year is all love, right? If God is love, bro, and we got to try to be more like Christ, we got to be as loving as possible.
Exactly.
And that's like so simple. It sounds simple, right? But obviously going through life and stuff, you're not going to want to trust people. You're not going to want to, you know, be kind and stuff. People get taken advantage of, but just like, it makes so much more sense now. I was like, bro, that's literally it. It's like, this is exactly why there's so much chaos, why there's so much feuds, why there's all this stuff in like households where no one can freaking be peaceful together, because the lack of understanding of what love actually is.
Real love.
Yes. Not a perception of it. Because like that's why I said at the beginning, the more our perception, our love is disturbed, bro, we're not gonna be giving out the actual like real thing. And it hit me like a bus, bro. I was like, that's it. That's literally it. The more that people realize that, like, so much will be better.
Tell it.
Better.
Tell it.
I was
so much peaceful if everybody just talk, communicate. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we can't understand like Hispanics or like different languages, but like I could connect to a Spanish person just by smiling or just saying hola or something. I could, you know, just that's communicating just by saying. People don't even know how to communicate, say hey nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Just by being on his phone, your social battery, bro. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how to communicate. You know, like I be walking, I be going around my neighborhood and stuff. You know, people be outside. I be waving to people. I be saying, hey, you know what I'm saying? Some people don't wave back, and it's okay. It don't hurt me. I just know why you're not waving back. You know, this is a community, right? You know what I'm saying? You call this a community. This is called, this is a community. So let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk. Let's communicate. Let's love everybody. Love thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? You got to love thy neighbor. So, you know, I love having this conversation.
Like, as a kid, I grew up homeschooled for some time, but I was always outside in my neighborhood. So like it was like simple logic to me. Like being nice to another kid, they're just gonna be nice back, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like the basics pretty much. But obviously when you start getting older, it's not the same. I mean, there's another scripture that says like you must be like children. You must become like children again to inherit the kingdom of God.
That kid energy, that kid mindset, you know. Yeah. But you gotta be mature still. You know what I'm saying? You still gotta be mature, but like, okay, like this, we're being mature. You know what I'm saying? Say if we go with something that's fun, go karting. That's when you be like,
oh man, I'll give you some work. I'll give you some work in go kart.
You can't drive better than me, bro. You're not.
You see, okay, you can probably beat me. I'm like heavier, you know what I'm saying? Your car can go faster.
But it's not based off the weight. I don't think it's based off the weight.
Depends on the place. Depends on the place.
But then I just forgot what we was talking about. What was talking about?
You were saying like what's something that's fun, childlike.
Okay, yeah. So sometimes most of the times you gotta be mature, you know what I'm saying? But when it's time to bring that kid like self, like being around my nephews, that brings that kid like energy out of me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm naturally just a happy individual, you know what I'm saying? That's one of my gifts is just being happy, always smiling because I love life. I love it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people can't say they love life. You know, externally, I don't have no money, you know what I'm saying? I don't know where I'm really going. I don't know my pathway. That's why I'm fasting right now. I don't know where I'm going for it. But look at the position I'm in right now. I'm talking to you. You know what I'm saying? This is a big opportunity.
You don't understand how wild that sounds. Because I'll immediately be like, I'm just like, bro, I'm nobody. I'm just another person. I'm you too. I'm basically you, bro. I'm
somebody.
Another kid.
Look, you don't have to be famous to be somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm hip.
Bro, you famous to be, bro. You famous to
Appreciate
be,
that, bro.
But yeah,
I'll just get that more than you know, dog. That I'm just gonna hit a backflip off my freaking couch.
But yeah, you just
bro, I'll get that more than you know, bro.
Yeah, so you gotta tap into your kid like self, though. Have fun. Yeah. Life is supposed to be fun, bro. We gotta go through our ups and downs. You know, everybody's not gonna be like us. Everybody's not gonna be happy. You gotta be prepared for that. You got to, you know,
and stay humble.
Gotta stay humble. And when you get in that position of your life feel golden, you know what I'm saying? You got everything, you got a nice house, a nice car. You can't forget where you came from. You can't. You know, you can't. You know, I made a TikTok, I posted it. They shadow banned me. I don't know why. But yeah, I was talking about that. I was talking about you can't forget where you come from. You know what I'm saying? Remember all the stuff, all the times that you was homeless, every little detail. Remember, you know what I'm saying? Because when you're in that position, God is gonna be like, okay, I gave you all the worldly goods. Don't forget about me. You better not forget about me. So it's like, bro, people gotta understand that, bro.
Yep.
Really
I have like similar quotes. I have like 5 to 10 of the same quotes I'll be randomly posting. I say, yeah, you gotta tell me yours. Tell me like your top 3. My top three is don't forget about God.
Mm-hmm.
God already won.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me think of like a really good one to tell you. I always post thank you, Jesus. I gotta think of like a good one.
What's a good one for me? I'm thinking in my head.
I gotta think of a good one.
What's a good one? Hold on, let me look at my whiteboard.
Yeah, me too. I gotta think of a good one.
Dang. Is it in my phone?
Let me see.
Dang, what's quotes for me? What do I use, bro? Like I use stuff to get me like
one is really gonna pop in my head later.
Like is being a light bringer, that's a quote. That's something. Okay, like keep being a light bringer, being God's favorite, you know what I'm saying?
I really say keep being kind.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got
never stop praying for your friends. I'll be doing that. I'll put that all the time.
Say it again.
Never stop praying for people.
Everybody.
In general. Never stop praying for people.
I pray for the whole world. Before I go to sleep, I say, God, protect everybody in this world, bro. This world need to be a better place. You know what I'm saying? I want everybody to sleep good. You know what I'm saying? It's people sleeping outside, bro.
Facts.
They should not be sleeping outside, so I pray for them. I pray for everybody. People that's coming in this world, people that's going out this world. Pray. Got to, bro.
Yeah, like I will tell you this too. I know that you look up to me. I will definitely give you this advice.
Talk to me.
Like force yourself to pray, because there will be days where you don't want to. You know, bro. The best analogy someone gave to me was the same way that like if you play sports, that coaches be drawing up plans for the game. The same way the enemy be doing that to you and your family. So you are not going to go into a game or life the same way if you don't pray. Prayers continue, like, put on the armor of God, pray, keep your mind on him, do it. Because there could be a day you can get caught slipping, like just pray. And of course, like there will be times where you're going through storms and whatnot, or it may just be feeling as if you'd be like, God, where are you at? Never forget, Jesus went to sleep in the boat. He is with you through every storm that you were going through. Just ride through the storm. Now, like it's helped me to understand more. Like, shoot, that do make sense, because most of us, obviously, you know what I'm saying, we be panicking, just panicking, like damn. Sleep. I'll ask you this: Are there times in your life now on the journey that you're on, trying to do like more creative media stuff, to where maybe you hit a storm in your life, where you're like, I don't even know if I really want to continue this or persevere through this?
I just started. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't hit me yet. I start helping my brother. Like he be playing 2K and stuff. So I edit his videos and stuff. I'm an editor as well. So I edit his videos and stuff. What he told me, he was like, you're gifted. You know what I'm saying? This is one of your purposes. You know what I'm saying? You're very amazing at this. He never seen somebody do the work that I did before. So that kept me going, Nothing ever made me give up yet. Ever. You know what I'm saying? For other things like football, I did play football.
Oh, yes, sir. What position?
Ninth grade, I stopped playing. I was like, it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Basketball, I played basketball. I played a lot of sports. Soccer, even. I played soccer too, you know what I'm saying? But I gave up because it wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? Some things God tells you early. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, this is not for you. This is not your purpose. So, I'm going to give you something else so you could, like, he going to give you something else so you could just, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now now I'm never gonna give up. You know what I'm saying? By being in this position, like I'm telling you, I have nothing to my name, bro. Nothing. To be in this position is crazy to me. You know, I've been getting confirmation, you know what I'm saying? People coming my way saying, be patient, your time is coming, be patient. So I was like, okay, what else I gotta do? I'm already, I love life internally. Internally, I'm beautiful. So externally, the worldly goods, the money is gonna come. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being patient. I'm being patient. You know?
Yes, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yes, bro. I'm gonna tell you this too. Like, you know, the scripture that says, like, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything else will be added unto you. So, like, I still to this day have a hard time to get my parents to understand that I can clearly see what I want to do. Just because they can't see it, it's going to be harder for them to understand and grasp that I can actually do this. Everyone else around me that sees my work now, like, they're super amazed at it. Or I'm like, you don't know the amount of days I had to go through just to get to this point. So to leave is like the dumbest thing. Why would I start something else that I don't love as much? Doesn't make sense. And again, the money will come. It like do not serve money with whatever you do, bro. Don't serve money. Don't you know how they say like all money's not good money. Definitely one of the hardest things that you may go through at first in this journey is dealing with people who may try to scam you, may not try to pay you, may try to tell you what you're worth. Just like be very content with it and try not to react. Just be as respectful as possible, but just peep it and try not to react based off it, you know. But when you start out, if you having straight fun, just do some free shoots. I just did one the other day, and I kid you not, might have been my best shoot ever. That's why I'm saying like today has been just weird. I was editing before we called. And I'm looking at the pics. I'm like, I can't even believe I took these. And I've taken over 90,000 photos. Edited. That's a lot of photos.
A lot of photos. A lot of photos.
I'm looking at these photos, bro. I'm like, I can't believe I took them. So I was just like, God, like straight up, thank you for everything that you put me through to this moment. Because technically it's still the beginning. I'm 24. Who knows where else I'm about to go after this, you know? And like, I do not want to go anywhere without one, at least letting people know how I got there with Christ, 100%. Every room that I walk in, I'm walking in there with him too. You know what I'm saying? He's with me, I'm with him. We a package deal, bro. That's it. If I'm not doing anything that doesn't glorify him, package deal. Stay anchored. Package deal. I do not want to do anything that doesn't glorify him, or you know, like it's literally just along those lines. Because who would I be without him?
Exactly. Like I said, you can't forget. You can't forget. You know what I'm saying? You can't get comfortable either. You can't get comfortable. Love to be uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? If you're not taking pictures, edit it. You know what I'm saying? Edit something. You know what I'm saying? If you're not editing, like you said, even watching a movie, you analyze, you're doing something. You're still doing something, bro. You know what I'm saying? Always try to be productive every day.
Every day. You know, even rest too. Rest is very important. So make sure you're resting properly. Make sure you're resting properly.
Yes. But you better not sleep all day though. You know what I'm saying? You better not sleep all day. You know? I'm telling you. Like you said, I'm not, a 9 to 5 is not for me. You know what I'm saying? It's not for me, you know. I am currently going to work a 9 to 5. It's going to be a stepping stone though. People got to understand how to be a stepping stone. You know, all of this is just a stepping stone in life. You know, when you work that 9 to 5, when you work that job, when you collect that pay, put it into your craft. If you're rapping, equipment, go to the studio, anything. Like I'm doing right when my first shit hit, get in that Sony camera, what you told me, whatever camera you told me, I'm getting that. I started it.
Hey, I'm gonna send you some links because like I don't even know how I did it. I found so many links of like cameras that have really good quality that are not as expensive as the one that I have. So I was like, yo, starting out, I should have got this. Like I didn't even realize it, like just finding all this stuff. I'm like, dang. But now, like you said earlier, I feel like it's like cool to be in a position to help. And what kind of boggles my mind is other people that are also in the same position or even way further up that aren't thinking about it. I'm like, why aren't you? Like, I don't get it. Like in the DMV, bro, there's so many talented people that their level of creativity is really, 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 really high, that they don't have the resources to get their creativity out. And so down here in college, bro, they got all these different computer labs with Mac desktops on it with almost every possible software you could think of. And I'd be the only one in there at night. I'd be the only one in there. And I'm just like, yo, this proves that not many people really want this or like utilizing the stuff. So I'm like, bro, when I'm older, like when I really, really got it, I know exactly what I'm doing. Like I'm giving back. I'm making sure I'm creating something to help the exact people that definitely want to do the same thing like we want to do, and just help them. Because like I obviously from the story that I told you, you know that I know exactly what it's like to feel boxed in, and that's just how I've always felt in my past. And now that I understand the world is my canvas and I'm limitless in Christ and I can do all things in Him, that strengthens me. I could do anything that I put my mind to and continue walking on anything. I want other people to definitely know that so they don't run into all these other crazy walls of like self-doubt and you know what I'm saying, like negative thoughts, depression, like all these things that just hit people early or random, like that it would hurt me to know that I'm not doing anything to help that,
Look up real quick. The sky is the limit, dude. The sky is the limit, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't you could do anything you want. We on the podcast, so we talking to y'all, dude. You could do anything you want. Do it through Christ, but do anything you want. Have a creative mindset. If you want to go rap, if you want to go play football, do it. Do it. But you got to do it for yourself. Don't do it for others. People are going to try to knock you down. You down and keep trying to knock you down. You know what I'm saying? Just because they say you're not good enough, you got to understand that for yourself. You got to know that for yourself. So keep going, bro. Keep going.
That's because they can't see it. It's because they can't see it. That's their mindset of whatever you actually know cannot go that far because they can't see it. And it's not a diss. It's just the truth. Some people are not gonna be able to. Meek Mill, like the dreams and nightmares, bro. If you got it, you got to see it with a clear-eyed view. When you can see it clear-eyed, go for it. Why are you like? Don't hesitate. Like, you already know how it goes. You can, and I'm not trying to diss. You said you don't have anything to your name. You probably feel so confident right now because you still can see your vision. You can see it. So what? I guess my next question is, what is it that you would like to do at least, or what can you see yourself doing the next like 2 to 5 years? Where would you like to be? What would you like to do? And it doesn't have to be one thing. It could be like a whole couple. Like I would like to do this game. I like to do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Photography, of course. Videography, of course. YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Therapy.
Big.
Therapy, most definitely, because I'm finna go to therapy myself. You know what I'm saying? I need therapy. It might don't look like I'm depressed because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of things that I'm still holding. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I need at least. But
I'm gonna go too. In a couple years when I get that money, I'm going. I'm going too.
But of course, being at my mama crib, having my own car, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully I could have a wife. I feel like I'm in that marriage mindset, you know what I'm saying? But I also have to have the being able to provide. I don't have that yet, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm not looking for a woman. I'm not chasing no woman because I don't have the external, you know what I'm saying, things. And plus, a woman at my age is not really on that mindset as me. I'm only 19, you know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't have that, but I'm never gonna chase a woman. I'm never, you know what I'm saying? I attract that, you know. But other than that, I said, just be in more rooms, you know what I'm saying? More opportunities like these, you know what I'm saying? Touch people, try to touch their soul, make sure they transfer to Jesus Christ, and making sure they know that Jesus Christ is the answer for everything. You know what I'm saying? Being at my highest self, you know, there's no peak in this. You can't peak with yourself. You can't peak with Jesus Christ. You can't peak. And I say you can't peak. Of course, you can't even know everything in this world. Nobody knows everything in this world. You know what I'm saying? You're going to keep gaining wisdom. You're going to keep gaining intelligence. People that's 80, 90 is still learning things. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why I see myself in 2 to 5 years just, you know, moving at this crib, you know what I'm saying, being successful, you know. Yeah, my vision is clear. My vision is clear. I just got to stay consistent, disciplined, and keep walking. Just keep walking. That's
literally it. Do not lose sight. Like, if you lose everything else, do not lose sight of Christ. Do not. That's like the number one thing. And of course, other people that may be watching this or that aren't Christian are gonna be like, oh, they're biased. Bro, that's the number one thing you do not want to lose. You can be a millionaire by tomorrow. We got the baddest girl, coolest car, the biggest bank account, all these zeros. Do not lose Christ. Number one. Do not lose. Don't. If you don't learn nothing else from me, that's the only thing I tell you. Create cameras, create video, all that. Don't lose Christ. Bottom line.
That's the number one. That's the number one thing. That's the number one thing, y'all. It's Christ, bro. It's Christ, bro. You know, I'm not.
You on the camera?
All
right. I might have something for you, bro. I'm gonna pull some strings.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull some strings.
I appreciate that.
So I gotta head out. I gotta go to Bible study myself. But we're gonna do this once every week. Is that cool with you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Once every week, we're gonna set. We don't even have to set a specific time. We're just gonna make sure we're doing this once every week.
Okay. Yeah.
And before we head out this time, can we pray real quick?
Yeah, we can pray.
Boom. Easy. Father God, thank you for this day. Just thank you for the opportunity, bro. That's to talk to my new brother. Like, just thank you. Thank you that we even crossed paths. This is because of how it happened. You know, thank you for Cliff Brown. Thank you for Athlete Innovations. Thank you for Jake Swab, the person that has introduced me to Cliff Brown. Thank you for just all the different people and the pathways of just like friendships, relationships, business partners, just like in general, career paths, ups, downs, all of that has led both of us and all of us here in this moment. Thank you for this podcast. Thank you that I even seem to have an outlet to be able to help and inspire other people. Just thank you that I've been even put in this position like this to continue to promote you and to continue to be your vessel. And just continue just to pray, Lord, that you keep all of our hearts that want to continue to do right for you in the right spot. I pray that you continue to protect us, keep us healthy, protect our families, just keep our minds on things of above, and to continue to walk with you in confidence and know that we do not have a spirit of fear. And, you know, whatever happens to us financially, whatever happens to us career-wise, whatever happens to us with our families, just please let us know that you are always with us, no matter what storm that we are in. And to sometimes take a nap with you, to understand that you are with us, and just to not lose hope or lose sight that you will always love us no matter what is going on in our lives, and that we can continue to be a light just like you were for us, for other people. In Jesus' name, I pray for my brother. I pray that we can get him a camera or some stuff that he needs to continue just to enjoy this new journey that he's in. And I pray for his family. I pray for his week. I just pray that you continue to uplift him and know that the storms that he may be going through right now, or maybe about to go through, just to continue to be a whole new creature in you, Lord, and a whole new content creator and everything that you have for him coming soon, Lord. Just continue to keep his head strong, head on straight, people around him confident as well, and just continue to uplift him and keep danger, demonic attacks, all that just stuff that we do not need There's not of you away from him, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, brother, for that beautiful prayer. Thank you,
bro. You have me fired up, cuz I'm gonna go bump music while I'm on the way to Bible study, bro.
Yes.
You have me fired up, dog.
I appreciate you, dude. I really do. That's a beautiful prayer.
I give you I'm gonna text you DM though, but I'm gonna give you my number.
Okay, bet.
Give me my number. I'm putting a prayer for you for my Bible group, my D group. Mm-hmm. And sure, we're gonna keep going from there, bro. Only way is up.
Yes, sir.
Only way is up.
Yes,
love you, bro.
I love you too. Thank you too.
Oh, my dog.
How do I leave it?
I got